Okay, guys, welcome back. Sorry, it's late today already. I made a very cool video this morning at opening time, and I don't know, I lost it. All of a sudden, I realized there was nothing, no information. I mean, it was like the last piece of the recording. So, yeah, I apologize for that. It was really cool, and it had to do with Tesla opening and the hype at the beginning of the day. But okay, so far Tesla now has recovered, and it's moving sideways, let's say above the 200 moving average. So by now we'll leave it there. So what did I do with Tesla 2 days ago? I sold Tesla 25% of my shares, and with that I bought Slack Technologies, work. Ticker symbol work. And what happened now? Now work woke up. First it went down. Now it recovered. That's 2 days ago. Okay, and today recover and it's going up. Very good. So I set my target as I normally do, 5%. So that would be 27.99. And we're getting very close to 27.99. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna cancel this order. So I'm gonna put here Slack. I'm gonna open a new Slack tab. I'm gonna cancel this order, and instead of selling it at 27.99, which would be the target, the 5%, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sell it as a stop loss. So I set a stop loss, no end, and what I do is I calculate the stop loss based on, look at what just happened. It just dropped. Imagine I would have put the stop loss at this level, it would have sold. And I don't want it to sell. I want it to continue climbing up. I want the stop loss to follow it on the way up, but without selling, unless it reaches a point in which it really goes down, which would have been this point here, no? So how shall we set the stop loss? The way I do it, I mean, normally you would use the ATR, and based on that, the ATR gives you the fluctuation, the amplitude of the stock in a range. But the way I like to do it is I look at the MACD, okay? And at the bottom part of the MACD, at the lowest, okay, which normally would have been here, I would have calculated, okay, that's the MACD, this is the lowest it can go, so I'll put it a little bit below that point. So if it reaches back to test that area, it won't sell off and it will bounce back, and then as it goes up, I'll move the stop loss higher up. I never move the stop loss down, never do that. Otherwise, it defeats the purpose of a stop loss. So how shall we do it now? Now what I would do is wait, because I can see that there's a big momentum down, and that might get bigger. It might drop all the way to this point. So at this point, I would just wait a little bit. So forget about what I was going to do. I was going to do it because it looked like here it was going to go up more. It was going to continue. So we were going to follow it up. And normally I set a minus 1%, let's say minus 1 or 1% below. And because more or less I know the fluctuations, how much they fluctuate. So if we would look at, for example, the last fluctuation here, that's going to be a lot more than 1%, I can tell you that. I can see already, but that's at the high peak after opening. And normally that's what happens. So that's 2%. Okay. So if we would have set a 1% here, it would have sold off here. And then we would lose those shares. It would have dropped and then go above it. And that's what you don't want to happen. Here it might happen the same. Now it might be testing the 50 moving average. And look at that. It seems like it's testing it and it might bounce back. So that would have been a good stop loss to set below the 50 moving average. So you could have put around 27.05 or 27. for example. So that I like that. I can see already it's turning around. And the most important thing would be to see the 5 moving average crossing the 13 moving average. That's in the short term what's happening. No, that's showing you the first indicator of change in trend. So far, what I see is the opposite. I see that the 5 is going down, so the shorter term is moving down, and it's separating from the midterm, which would be the 13. And the 50 we could say is high term, and the 200 is super high term. So by now I would wait. Let's check on Tesla, see where we are. Oh, look at that. Tesla is going up like crazy. It's doing the opposite as a Slack. There's no better thing to have 2 stocks or play around with 2 stocks that are doing opposite things, because in a way it's like you're playing the 2 sides of a card. When one is going up, the other one is going down. You don't have to short a stock, because it's like if you would be shorting it, even though you're not. But you can concentrate now on Tesla, let the other one go down, and see what happens. We're going to check the portfolio and see if there's anything else that it's hyping at the moment. I see Nikola is going up. I'm going to refresh. Nikola is going crazy up, 6%, but it was at 8% before. So that's really good. I mean, really good, because I just bought a few for fun, and normally I would have never bought Nikola. It's not the kind of company I like, although in the long term, if you think about it, Nikola will eventually, when they get a nice CEO and a chairman, eventually is going to be doing some sustainable energy for the world, like Tesla is doing right now. At the moment, Nikola, it's super volatile. It's all in the air, and you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if it's fake. So, yeah, don't put too much money into it. That's my advice, in my opinion, okay? So the next one doing pretty good is Tortoise Acquisition. Then we have Zoom Info Technologies. That's not the same as Zoom, like the Zoom for video conferencing. It's a different one. But so far, nothing that gives me any profitability except Slack. But seriously, 2 minutes ago, Slack was at 150 plus. So now we are going down. Okay, there's nothing else. Everything else is negative. We'll focus on Slack and Tesla. Tesla lost momentum, and there you go. Is it going to turn? Is it going to turn? It looks like it wants to go down, but it might be another fake bearish movement, like it happened here, and like it happened here almost, so it might just continue going up. When you see that this is happening, it's better to wait. Don't sell or don't buy. I mean, you could buy if you think it will happen, but don't sell at that point. And okay, I'll talk to you about my strategy for selling Tesla. So if I put Tesla here, we can see, I'm going to close the Slack, we can sort by number of shares. Actually here, what I would have liked to, let's see if I can change this, and we'll put, I want to put the maximum, so I want it to tell me what's the maximum they allow me, 486.86. 486.86. Okay, 486.70, let's say. Oh no, 486.01. Whoa, now we're, what's wrong? What's going on? 486, sorry, 01, 486.01, and this one will do 486.02. 4502 01 I'll put again. So why did I do that? I just put shares in order. So the technique, what we're supposed to do, is to sell less units at lower price and more units at higher price. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Okay, here we have to swap them. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna swap these. The 7 is gonna become the 47196, and the 6 is gonna become the cheaper one. That way we have them in order, okay, increasing order, sorted by price and number of units. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mark slack. Okay, we're going here. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, I see what's. Okay, I wanted to open the brush and do a graph. Let's do something like this, like that, and like that, a triangle, a pyramid. So basically, at the lower level here, okay, at the lower level, you want to sell less. Then in the next level, 3, a little bit higher up price higher up, and like that. That's the way you want to sell your shares. And it's the opposite for buying them. So for buying them, what I would do is, okay, I didn't want to do the arrow. I wanted to sort this the other way around. And no, not that one. I want for selling them, sorry, for buying them, I was talking about now, I want the opposite. So I want the pyramid to be, no, I think I'm getting confused now. It's the other way around, huh? So for buying, you obviously want to buy, I mean, I'm doing it the wrong way now to show you the example. It would be the other way around. You would need to forget about the price. Okay, what's this? I didn't want that. I want the brush tool. So forget about the price. And for buying, you want to buy the most 9 units at the lowest price. So it would be an inverted triangle, something like that. And as you go up, you would want to buy, no, sorry, the other way around. It's like I'm messing everything up. So you want to buy the most at the cheapest price. So forget about the price, don't look at the price, but at the cheapest price, you would buy 9, then another 9, 8, 7. And as the price goes up, you want to buy less shares. Okay? And why do you do incremental purchasing? You just do it so that you diversify a bit the risk. And you don't have to do it. I mean, imagine you would know that it's going to go up all the way, and that's for sure. In that case, you could buy them all at the bottom. Okay? So now we're talking about selling. So we're going to sell less at this price, and every time you want to sell at a higher price. So let's see where Tesla is at the moment. Okay, it reached that peak and now it's cooling off. We can check the RSI to give us an idea of if that was an oversold point, but it's not. So okay, that's a good sign, because that shows that this can continue going up slowly. And I mean, there's more probability. Anything might happen, you know, that's the way it is. Let's go back to works. We're playing in between both. Now it's reaching its bottom moment, and that's where you could start calculating that stop loss, because most likely it will not go below this point. I mean, anything can happen. You could wait until they cross each other. The MACD, the violet, and the signal, the orange, would need to cross in order for the trend to be consolidated, which it could also reverse later on. But at this point already, I feel pretty confident that slack is going to continue going up, is going to continue above the 200 moving average, and pretty soon the 513 are going to be above the 50, and that's going to change the trend. So this could be, for me, a good moment to buy, actually. I would wait until they cross to be sure, but I mean, it's up to you. If you want to be more reassured, it's better to wait. And you can even wait until it's above the 50. But so far, at this point, I'm confident that if we would do 27.03 divided by 1.1, I don't think it's going to drop below 1%. Okay, that could be a good stop loss. If you want to take it a little bit more tight, you could do the half a point. So you could put stop loss at 26.91. Okay, we'll do that one. I like that. Slack, stop loss 26.91, and we'll sell everything. Is that radical? Yes, it is. Let's check this out. But why am I selling this? If I sell them, it's in order to buy more Tesla shares. So if I'm checking Slack in here, I don't see it. Slack, there we go. Okay, so far we're making a profit. But think about it. We're making a profit of more or less 0.77%. If it drops half a point, okay, we'll still make a small profit, but it won't be much. I'm just saying that you have to calculate and think about all these possibilities, probabilities. Okay, so we'll set it up and we'll update it as the stock is moving, and that's what we're gonna be checking. Slack, there we go. Okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure many people will think, why don't you do the same thing with Tesla? Actually, we could do the same with Tesla. The thing with Tesla at the moment is that we're at a loss, at a big loss. So if we start selling them, we start selling them at a loss with the, oh, look at what's happening. I'm going to cancel this because I didn't want to sell it. And I'm just going to cancel this stop loss. Sorry, that was the thing that you are not supposed to do, but we don't want to lose the shares at low price. So it just reversed on us. It didn't even cross at the end. So luckily I went back into it and before changing to Tesla, because otherwise we would have lost it. So it looks like Slack lost its momentum. It just went up 1.7%. That's not too much. That means that most likely tomorrow it will recover, probably through the day today. I mean, it's cooling off, and sometimes it needs some air in order to catch up. We'll wait on it, and we don't want to lose it. So let's focus on Tesla now. Tesla, it's going down. It's in the down movement, but it reached 406, 407 almost, 406.58. That's a confirmation that it's trying to go up. It's a higher high from previous highs, higher highs or higher highs from previous highs, and we can try to do a bit of a trend and we could do a bit of a range. Am I plotting this correctly? Yeah, more or less we are. So there you go. Now Tesla is moving between the 200 moving average and this line here. So if we check where is Tesla going to be if it continues within this trajectory, at 4 today, at closing, it might be at around, I mean, it would be higher up, but since there's a conversion point here, anything might happen. Most likely it might drop. I don't think it's going to go up. Given the historic last days, and I might be totally mistaken, but yeah, I would doubt it would go higher up than that. And so don't forget, our objective today would be to start selling some at 425. That's really not very realistic, but that would be nice. That's our situation. We cannot do, I mean, we could start selling a few at a lower price just to be sure that we sell some. And why would be that? So we gain liquidity in case it drops, so we have some money to buy more at a lower price. At the end, it's always the same thing. It's like, what if it doesn't drop? Then you are selling at a loss, small loss. You have to try not to sell at too big of a loss. And if we go back to work, it continues. It's not really crossing, and now it's moving sideways. Okay, we'll leave it there. So yeah, I think that's it. Please like and subscribe. I hope you like the video. I gave a few good ideas on how to invest. We tried to do the stop loss in order to get the maximum out of a stock. We canceled it when we saw that there was a reverse movement in order not to lose the shares. The idea of the stop loss is not to use it as a stop loss as is, but to use it as a tool to sell it at the best price possible. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Thanks for watching.